What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I bring to you the questions of the week. So these are the biggest, baddest questions that you guys had for the past 2 weeks. These are going to be fast, these are going to be furious. I'm going to go through these fast round style, and so we're going to know a lot of information at the end of these 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, guys and girls, here's the first one. Mr. Daily Wealth says, hardcovers are expensive. Out of the price range for no content notebooks and journals, my best results are logbooks. These logbooks are more than just fill in the blanks. They include simple instructions and charts. If the niche has several spiral books, there is a greater chance that people are willing to pay the additional price for hardcovers. Hint, think of niches where people will be writing the data outdoors or away from desk. The actual qualities of the book is great. So more like a comment, but some gems in some of those tips. Guys and girls, use your brains, think outside the box, and reap the rewards in sales. Thank you, Mr. D. Here we go with Judy. Judy says, hey Liz, thanks so much for tonight's video. It's almost like you were talking to me because I have all the very same problems as this person. And this is regarding the KDP AMS guy. I do have more sales on mine. I noticed that my click-through rate is 0.42. I don't know if that's good or bad. The more I spend, the more I sell, but I do have a very high cost per click at about 89 cents. I'm going to turn off the bad keywords tomorrow. I'm going to start lowering the bids little by little. So 0.42 is a little bit above average. I still wouldn't be too happy with that. I would work more and make sure that my cover is very relevant to the keywords that you've chosen. I would also pay close attention to which keywords are giving you that 0.42. Is it broad keywords that were a little higher? Is it phrase and or exact that were higher? Is it broad keywords that were actually lower? Which one is it? I also think that, yeah, you definitely could lower your bids by starting 5% and then later on moving to 10% as soon as they stabilize. So always look for stabilization before you start making any additional changes. But fantastic question and fantastic insights, Judy. All right, here's the next one from TAC. My team's SOP updated to open an account at a major bank. Is that necessary? With my Wyoming LLC, I tried to open up Wells Fargo and Chase. They didn't let me open them. They said I need to come in person to the branch unless I have a local LLC. They don't seem to have accounts with an out-of-state business. So yes, recently Walmart has become more stringent on their policies for allowing certain stores to get approved. And one of those things that they are more stringent about is the bank that you use. They want to see big time banks that have availability across the entire nation, not a local credit union or anything like that. So using a local or small credit union could hinder you from opening up this Walmart account. So I do recommend you do open it up with a big bank. It's a brand new change. Again, Walmart is getting more and more stringent, like I've been saying in the past couple months that they would. So great for sharing that. Thank you, Tech. Iris says, hi Liz, that was very informative. I live in California and the cost of filing an LLC is only $70 there. There's an $800 annual franchise sales tax that must be paid. Will Walmart decline my application if I choose a state that didn't have that high a tax like Wyoming? They will absolutely not decline your account. They don't really care what state you're incorporated in. However, pay close attention to the last question I just answered to try to make sure you have a big time bank now, because that seems to be one of the things that Walmart and Payoneer is looking for now with brand new Walmart accounts going forward. All right, next one up is from Alerta. So Alerta says, Liz, I'm in my 50s and broke. I would like to bring a couple hundred a day online. No idea how to do it. I think this is a little complicated for me. Any other ideas on a smaller scale? Thank you very much. Alerta, interesting that you asked that, because the brand new series that I am coming out with very soon is how to get started doing Facebook Marketplace drop shipping. You can do that from the comfort of your own home by yourself. Of course, you could hire VAs, but you can do it on your own and you could start with no money. There's no barrier for entry. All you need is a Facebook account. As long as you've never been banned by Facebook like I have, then it'll be easy for you to start. But even people that have been banned like me still find ways around this. So Alerta, you asked the right question at the right time. Let's keep going. Jeff says, glad to see you back regular. On your multiple Walmart accounts, do you use the same IP to log into each one, or are you using different computers and a VPN to change IP? Also, the call is set up automation. I have a Walmart store. Is it for pointers coaching? So yes, you can use different computers if possible with a VPN. I just use a VPS. Make sure to log into each unique Walmart account with that VPS and that VPS only. I never cross-contaminate IPs because that is one of the biggest triggers to get all your stores banned at once if one of them gets banned for one reason or another. And you can call me for anything you'd like there regards to Walmart, Jeff. I can definitely help you out. All right, next up, Cobra says, Liz, great to see you up and rolling and on your way to becoming queen of dropshipping. Does this work in Canada? Absolutely. Dropshipping does work in Canada. However, you do have to have one additional step. You should get an I-10 from an accountant. That way you can set up your USA LLC as well as get an EIN and all that good stuff. So that's all you need to do. That's the extra step to be able to dropship from another country. So great question, Cobra Joe. Everything by John says, hey, what do you think about getting into Walmart automation at this point? I want to net at least 25 monthly. I only have 1,500 to start and I need a team. Everything by John, I hate to tell you, but $1,500 just ain't gonna cut it for this type of business. You're better off looking at Facebook drop shipping. For Walmart drop shipping, just for the do-it-yourself method, you're probably gonna need $15K in available credit, and you're gonna need the money to pay somebody to do the searches for you for the particular listings. And if you're starting with a team, you're probably gonna need about $40,000 in total available money. So $1,500, like I said, buddy, sorry, but it just ain't gonna cut it. You need to start doing something else, save that money up, and or get into another type of automation. I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear. I'm sorry I have to deliver it to you, but I'm pretty straight-laced, straight shooter, and I'll tell you exactly how it is. All right, Ruya says, this was helpful, thanks. So I actually did the searches you recommended, both alone and with the extension, and my book is on page 1 for a few good keywords. How can I translate this to sales? Is the only way to drive traffic from other sites. Sales generate, I know, but how do you break in? So if your book is on page 1 for a few good keywords and you're not generating a lot of sales, you really got to ask yourselves, are those keywords really that good? And if you're not getting sales, then the keywords aren't really that good. You can never really tell the numbers that keyword tools tell you. They're just estimated guesses. The only person that knows the amount of searches that a keyword is really getting is Amazon, and they do not share that data with anyone. So if you immediately notice that your keywords aren't getting enough sales and they are on page 1, then a couple different things are happening. Either your cover's not attractive enough, either you don't have enough stars to convince people to buy your particular book, and or third, you need to add additional keywords to see if it's just the keywords that aren't really working too well with your actual book cover. So it could be any one of those things, and you need to keep rotating those keywords in as soon as you can to figure out what the problem is and really dissect it. But at the end of the day, we all know that reviews equal more sales. So focus on getting more reviews for your particular book. All right, Amen says, don't know why, but I think you could be a good rapper. That's a great compliment, Amen, but I don't know about that. I definitely do not think I could rap. MD Masood says, hello Liz, I have a problem with Amazon ads. The organic sales stopped when I ran KDP ads. What do you think about this? Is it a problem? How can this be fixed if it's a problem? My best guess would be that whatever you put in terms of your words, my best guess is that whatever you put in terms of your keywords isn't really what the book is focused about, and it kind of confused Amazon. So Amazon now started to say, okay, this book is about this instead. So I would check, do the words that were suggested for you on Amazon ads that you actually use on Amazon ads match the words that you put yourself when you were getting organic sales? If they do, then that's very strange. If that something else might have happened. If they don't, then the words that you put on your ads are not really the true words that you're going for, and the words that you were going for organically should be now placed in the brand new ad campaigns, and the original ones that you put on the ad campaigns just gotten rid of. That's the only thing I can think of without knowing what the listing is, without seeing the listing. That's the number one thing that comes to my head right now. So let me know if that worked. All right, Redford Review says, I was wondering your thoughts on Amazon ads transparency. I have 24 orders with some of those ads, multiple units over the first week of the campaign. I only have 19 shipped units, and 5 of those I can account for. So right now, looking at 10 to 13 books and accounted for, I feel like the sales are taking in sales that friends and family are making and adding to their Amazon sales. That could be. The real question here, Redford, is how did you tell your friends and family to go to your book and find it? Now, if you told them to search by name and they clicked through the ad and they actually bought through the ad, then yes, they are partly responsible for those coming in through the ad campaigns. However, that's not a bad thing. That just goes to show Amazon that your ads are very relevant for what you actually place them for. And the other thing to note with Amazon ads is they can take a ton of time. They're always delayed, and you never really know when they're all finally in unless you stop the ads and then they come in for a few days and then nothing comes in after that. But that's a big hassle. If you were to do that, it would really devalue your ads campaign, and you would be pretty much starting from scratch. And in fact, you would probably be starting from even further behind than when you originally started. So at the end of the day, there is no really perfect system for ads coming in and sales coming in as a result of those ads. Some of those ads can come in, or some of those sales can come in after 7 days. So I think Amazon cookies them. I think it's either for 5, it could even be for 3 to 7 days. I don't know the exact number that they stay cookied for in terms of when your ad gets credit, but I'm pretty sure it's as long as they possibly can, just so that they make themselves look good. And I will try to find out the answer to that. It's been a while since I've actually looked into that and paid close attention to that. But at the end of the day, it's just two big things. It could have been your people clicking on your ads and buying from there. And number two, it's just Amazon's delay, which is annoying, but it's a necessary evil when you run ads. All right, Fabiano says, I've been running ads for so many years. My 2 cents in this case is to limit Amazon spending. I would definitely lower the daily budget dramatically in this case and let Amazon work with very little. The algorithm will be laser focused on 1 or 2 keywords, will lead to higher conversion. So this isn't regarding to the guy that we keep talking about, we keep creating videos for, with the $642 total dollars spent. Lower the budget, which is kind of one of the recommendations I made on this last one, last video that I did. So thank you for chiming in, Fabiano. I really appreciate it. That's a great recommendation. Great minds think alike, buddy. And we got another one from Mr. D. Great advice. Without knowing the organic sales numbers, there's just no way to calculate the overall ACOS. From my experience, I'm not a fan of broad keywords, but they already spent their money. Take a look at that report and find which keywords were actually making sales. Too many unknowns. However, an ad getting above 8% click-through rate is a warning flag to me, saying the cover has too broad of appeal. So again, really great recommendations all about that particular video. And if you haven't seen that video, there's now a second video that I'm putting up regarding that. You got to see it because it truly dissects an ad campaign. Somebody spending $642 in a total month, seeing what they do, seeing the recommendations that not only I've made, but other ad experts in the field have made as well. And I think it's a gem of a video that you can learn a lot, truly a lot about AMS and KDP advertising. So thanks, Mr. D. You always give such great insight. And that's pretty much a wrap. Mr. D had 2 comments on there. I'm gonna have to start giving a prize. I haven't decided what, but I will do that soon. Again, this was fast and furious because we had a heck of a lot of great comments and questions out there that I wanted to make sure you guys maximize on. You might have to slow play this video. I apologize. I talk fast and furious and you guys ask fast and furious. And as usual, questions and comments below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you all next time.